I was in Las Vegas, and there was this huge group of girls from 20 to 50 that had flown from all over America to celebrate some bachelorette party. And they were dressed up, wearing clothes they would never wear back home. They were gonna look stunningly beautiful for this big party for all their friends. And there was like 35 or 40 of them. At the end of the night, I watched every single one of them walk out holding their shoes in their hands. Not one girl was wearing her shoes. I thought there's gotta be a better way. Why has no one tackled this problem, make them not hurt anymore? That problem's simply this. All of the body's weight is elevated and then slid down, and the complete weight is put on these two little bones right here in the forefoot area. What we did is we took an encapsulated gel pack, and the reason this is so critical is it's like a waterbed. When it widens the contact patch, it actually conforms to the bottom of your foot. Underneath, we have EVA, which is a suspension. We have a trampoline here, so the flex happens all the way through. There's also the upper, the vamp area. The leather typically holds the foot back, so now you have a massive pressure point on top. And to mitigate that, we use a technology called Liquicell. If this is the vamp and the leather's here, when the foot comes up, it cannot touch it. There's actually a liquid barrier, so you don't get that biting feeling, you don't get that red mark. When you're in our shoe, whether it be a 3-inch, a 4-inch, or a 5-inch, it's a beautiful shoe, but you're actually floating on gel, suspended with EVA, and encapsulated with liquid on top. And so your foot is literally suspended. The end result is it does not look like a comfort shoe. They're handmade, they're leather, they're gorgeous, and that's the idea, is high technology meets high fashion. So there was a discovery about a year or so ago. They found a shoe in Armenia. It was about 5,500 years old, which is older than the pyramids, it's older than Stonehenge. It's old, it's the beginning of civilization. And that shoe was similar in construct to a modern day shoe. It had a leather upper, it had laces, it had more of a rigid bottom, and it even had a separate between a left and a right. And the thing that struck me is that how can something that's 5,500 years old be at all relevant today? And as I started to look into the industry and how shoes are designed and how they're made, I came to realize that there is no evolution. If there was a car company that made a car that hurt so bad you actually had to get out of the car after an hour, there would not be that car company. The automotive industry moves fast. It's got to be fashion, it's got to be function, and it's got to be better than everyone else. Otherwise you lose. Whatever year car you buy today, you know that next year it's going to be bettered. And in the shoe industry, that simply doesn't happen. Whatever you buy this year, next year, it's not going to be better. It'll be different. It'll have a different skin, a different color, a different look, a different buckle, but it'll be the same. When we decided to develop shoes in a radically different manner, we decided to use automotive platform protocols. It's the way that the automotive industry is allowed to develop and improve constantly. Our podiatrist said you need a footbed, something that holds the structure of the foot, arch support, heel support, anti-splay, anti-fatigue. We also integrate our patented technology, which is a heel cutout, and it has an EVA insert that goes inside. We have the board last with the flex points, and then of course our 3-piece anatomical removable footbed. We also utilize a material called Outlast. Outlast is interesting. I think it has 26 patents now. It was developed specifically for NASA for space exploration suits, and it's used in space exploration suits now. It lowers heat, it lowers sweat, and when you're cold, it keeps you warmer. So now we have a shoe that is functionally superior to any other shoe on Earth. It feels better than anything else in the dress shoe. Always keeping the silhouette and the shape and the fashionable aspects of it primary. Everything has to work backwards into the look and the shape. Forbes named us one of America's most promising companies in 2009. Nobody out of footwear, apparel, clothing, fashion made the list. We were number 8. Biotech, high-tech, we're the only guys sitting there with shoes. And I think what they saw was that we're a disruptive brand. We're breaking into this gigantic industry that's never been broken before. It's been the same for thousands of years. There are known brands, and there are loved brands. As an example, General Electric is a brand everyone knows. Apple Computer is a brand everyone loves. And our goal is to become a loved brand. And what we've done to execute that is we're making a product that's arguably a lot better than anything out there. We're gonna make sure that our consumers experience something that they've never felt before and that they're excited about it. We're reinventing the concept of luxury. That is what differentiates us as a brand. And that's why our shoes are so radically different than everything else out there on the marketplace.